Breaking news on the mass shooting tragedy in Monterey Park. The death toll has increased after one victim died from his injuries today.
11 people are now confirmed dead. We're also learning more about the suspect and his past.
Good evening. You are watching the KTLA 5 News at 5. I'm Cher Calvin.
And I'm Pedro Rivera. Let's get right to the latest at this hour. Authorities have released new information about the gunman and the weapon he used during the attack.
And we are also hearing about the man who disarmed the suspect at the Second Dance Club. KTLA's Lauren Lister has more.
A community in grief, people placing flowers to honor 11 people killed here at the Star Dance Studios Saturday night, including the man who's danced here himself. Among the dead are people he personally knew, including studio owner Ming-Wei Ma.
I'm very sad to know. I couldn't believe.
Also among those victims identified 65-year-old Mai Nan.
Sheriff's Department, search warrant. Come out with your hands up.
Meantime, a search for answers. Authorities serving a warrant at the Hemet home of the alleged gunman last night. The LA County Sheriff identifying him as 72-year-old Hu Can Tran, saying he was discovered in this white van in Torrance yesterday, shooting himself before officers moved in, finding him dead.
We still are not clear on the motive. The investigation continues.
He's accused of opening fire in this dance studio at 10:22 Saturday night, unleashing the carnage that killed 11 and injured 9, all at a Chinese New Year countdown party. Around 20 minutes later and 2.5 miles down the street, authorities say he showed up at the Lai Lai Dance Studio in Alhambra, armed and possibly ready to attack, when Good Samaritans wrestled the gun away and he fled.
In spite of someone's senseless motivations to try to kill people or shoot people, this individual did what many would probably never be able to do or imagine, but he saved so many more lives.
And in Monterey Park, people shedding tears over those who couldn't be saved.
Such a horrific incident, and especially for it to happen on the first day of the new year when you're supposed to spend time with your family and your friends and not trying to plan a funeral or mourn for your loved ones. So it's very devastating.
And more into the background of the gunman, 72-year-old Hu Can Tran. This is a look at his home at Hemet Senior Community, where they recovered a rifle and hundreds of rounds of ammunition. They also found evidence that he was trying to make some sort of handmade, homemade silencer for the weapon. Of course, we will continue to follow the latest and bring you updates on what led up to this horrific tragedy. Meantime, we are also hearing from the sister of one of the men who managed to disarm the suspect.
Brendan Say helps run the Lai Lai Ballroom in Alhambra, where the suspect allegedly entered minutes after the shooting in Monterey Park. KTLA's Jennifer McGraw is in San Marino with the story. Jennifer.
I'd like to take a second to also thank Mr. Brandon Stye for his heroic action, which saved countless lives. He's the hero that disarmed the suspect at the Alhambra location, and in my opinion, saved many of lives.
Being hailed a hero by LA County Sheriff and his community, 26-year-old Brandon Say managed to wrestle a gun away from the suspect to save so many others.
I'm very proud of him. He's braver than the rest of us, I think. I don't think I could have done the same.
Brandon's older sister Brenda got the call moments after the near assault at her family's Lai Lai Ballroom in Alhambra. He told her to search through surveillance video to get a picture of the suspect for police.
Once I saw what happened, my stomach turned. I was so upset. I was so angry, to be honest.
She saw it all as a celebration for the Lunar New Year was winding down. A man wielding a gun pointed it at her brother. Instead of freezing in that moment like so many would, Brandon lunged at the man and wrestled the gun away.
It's the most scared I've ever been in my life, actually, and I wasn't even there. That's all that went through my mind. Oh my God, I almost lost Brandon.
And in the end, Brandon saved so many lives, and Brenda is so thankful for his selflessness that saved those in her family's dance community.
Every single face I recognized, actually, so they're all very, long-time customers. They love dancing, and they didn't go there to have this happen to them. And this guy who did this, he's honestly horrible.
We still don't know why he did it. The motive is still unclear. That was Jennifer McGraw reporting. Now, there are a number of vigils and remembrances planned in the coming days and weeks to honor the victims of this mass shooting. There is already a growing memorial of candles, notes, flowers, and balloons in front of the Star Ballroom Dance Studio.